What up?
What's up?
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Is it cool if I come in early?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Heck yeah. How are you guys doing?
What?
Hello. Welcome back to another Ruffa Sports Cars video. In today's video, I have a buyer POV video from the recent trade night that my local car shop puts on. It's the local car shop here in Redding, California, and they are known as HNB Collectibles there. But nonetheless, they have a trade night. They do maybe like around once every month or so. Sometimes not, but typically every month. You see that there's some new product stuff in there, some Optic on Russ. When I bought this stuff, it was pretty much directly released. But I have had these for, I don't even know, like 3 weeks now, and I haven't sold them yet. So probably could have sold them off when I bought them, but I still have them. So I'll be selling them this Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST. Each and every Wednesday, I go in live on Whatnot and sell an absolute ton of cards. I'll pop up my username up here right now. But you see me just grabbing out some stuff. They have $1 to $3 cards usually, typically. Sometimes they'll have random price points too in the value bins and all that. But the main thing is that it's difficult to grab out $3 card every now and then because it has to be a certain $3 card, right? You're not going to be getting crazy premium on random stuff all the time, especially on Whatnot. You're just not going to see that happen. A lot of people have to like that card or that player in order for it to actually get back up to where you can even make your money back at a $3. So you don't see me going crazy in the value bins, at least where I am in Redding, but sometimes you can find some stuff. I went through and tried to grab some stuff out. I like to when I can, but I also needed some video footage and all that for you guys. So decided that I'd try. I realized that I was hoping that I could use the audio just naturally for the trade night and all that, have the background noise happening and all that, but they had some TV going in the background, so didn't want to risk the copyright there. But he's me grabbing out like Penix, Caleb Williams, some certain patches from the Optic Don Russ set, or even Prism football set. They don't always have the value bins loaded and all that too, so like I'll go in there every now and then. I don't go in there super ton, but I went in the other day and it was pretty much just all what was cleared out from this stuff. So the value bins out here aren't the absolute most crazy. That's why you don't see me just go through them all the time. But I did want to look through when I can and all that. So I try to find some cards. You'll see me put it back a lot and all that. And then at the end, they were pretty strong on price points. I grabbed out some stuff and I put some stuff back. And we did get a deal done, but you see me grabbing out certain stuff. And certain stuff I should put back, like that Bo Nix, definitely probably would be cutting it very close at, especially what I would have had to pay for that card. So glad I didn't grab that one. Optic Don Russ kind of has like a name value brand. So glad I grabbed some of the stuff. Jaden Daniels. I have like a nice little stash of Jaden Daniels right now, potentially looking to grade them with maybe like SGC, some of them maybe with PSA. Really just depends. I kind of want to start grading with SGC a little more and all that, and then trying to implement that into my business model for the card shows that I'm going to be setting up at in the future here. I'm going to be leaning heavy into Pokemon. I was going to do like a vendor POV video like this, where I'll have the camera that I use attached to my shoulder strap on my backpack, and then I can, do the POV video just like this, not where I have it set up on like a tripod there, but potentially we'll see. I'm just not too sure or not too positive if I will do the tripod thing or not. It just takes up real estate and room in the room and all that, so not exactly sure if I'll end up doing that or not. But I think the vendor POV like this would be pretty unique, and I don't see a ton of people doing it. I think Triple Crown does it, and I said I wasn't going to say people's names out of was it the chance that they retire or something, because the last time I said somebody's YouTube username for the first time, Outdoor Boys, there you go. He's now in retirement, which was crazy, but you see me grabbing out stuff. This is all $1 stuff. There's like a Malik Neighbors Optic Raider rookie in here. I also grabbed out some of his $2 ones also. You'll see me grab out like Eli Manning, all that. So just a game used patch at $1. I think I contemplated this Eli Manning potentially. But yeah, so the dollar stuff, it's a lot easier for me to take chances on cards. And for like, where even if I do pay, let's just say 90 cents and pay 90%, and then I'm still okay with, taking chances and losing 40 cents here and there potentially. But where if you're paying $3 per a card, pay 90 cents, you're paying $2.70, then you get a 50-cent sale, then you're losing $2.20, and in scale, that can be a big time difference in your bankroll and capital, all that. So you see me just going through these lighted up inserts are just really nice this year. It looks exactly like a Color Blast. Just not sure. I haven't sold any of them yet. I know that I would love to actually, probably collect some of them for myself even. It's a really cheap alternative and a really affordable alternative comparative to Color Blasts. It's what a lot of people don't even realize or even really promote in the hobby, I feel like, are the alternatives to like the most popular cards. Like Donruss Elite is a big time, especially for serial number stuff. A lot of them look exactly like Kabooms. Obviously not as, it doesn't say Kaboom and it doesn't like shine like that. But in terms of the Kapow, like the action borders on all that, it looks exactly like how a Kaboom would, or if they put the word Kaboom and had it shine and all that, people would be in love with that design. Same goes up for those colored up or lighted up Color Blast knockoffs there. And then also there is like these what set is it? There's some of them that I really like. The Origins. So the Origins number cards and even the non-numbered cards, some of them look like Color Blasts also. So you see me just grabbing stuff. In my head, I know I'm looking for certain cards. I have a lot of inventory, but I also am looking to stash away inventory. It's one of those things at some certain points I really stress myself out and fall behind on the actual sourcing and acquiring of inventory. So at certain points you'll see me pay up stronger than I should or than I usually would. That's just because I might not have a card show that's happening that I can get to or want to plan to go to. Just due to mainly like, I have, for example, the East Bay card show. It's pretty TCG heavy. And also back in the day when I used to only do football, I had a really rough time actually sourcing nearly any football. So haven't been back to that one since I did that. But now I do all three major sports again. So potentially East Bay Card Show could be one. We'll see. I might have to implement it back into the rotation of card shows. But yeah, the next show that I'm planning and trying to go to is in like less than 2 weeks now. But before that, I think it's been like maybe a month and a couple weeks that I've been to a card show. And then after that, I have like the Fairfield card show I'll be able to go to for one day. I have a wedding that I need to go to for that, like the one of the days. So I'll only be able to go to one day of the Fairfield card show. And then the next week after that, I have the Reading card show that I'll be setting up at. And, but yeah, those are all like, I think even 3 weeks after June. So there's a nice little chunk of time that I have to actually know I have inventory sourced for it. So a lot of the thing is that I don't want to fall behind, and or I don't want to have to feel like I'm forcing myself to do a deal and complete a deal, maybe say for way too much money. And that's where stashing and storing away some inventory for the future can come in handy and all that. I had some big mail days and all that, so that'll help out. I think currently I might have just enough to get me to the card shows and all that, inventory wise and all that. So it should work out perfect. I might do like a bigger stream and all that here in the next couple weeks. But yeah, you'll see me doing maybe even an old school night here in the future. But yeah, so you just kind of see me looking through some stuff. I'm just calculating what I have so far. I know that, so yeah, I was here early, and there wasn't anyone there before me. So I was literally the first person there, and I figured I'd just jump into the value bins and try to get something done with the card shop owners. They bring like a pizza from Costco, and they have like some water there too. So I want to support them as much as I can, but I also I'm not going to pay, I'm not going to pay where I can't even, see myself at least recouping, a decent portion of my money. It just doesn't make any sense from a business standpoint. And as much as I would love to support everyone and, have everybody, make the most amount of money, I have to at least have something on the bone. I can't just have only bones and then try to make stock with it, So you'll see me try to grab out some stuff where maybe usually I won't, or, what else have you. Like I like to say, even to the card shop owner, I grew up out here, and if I had a card shop or a card show out here, my life would have been completely different. And I really hope that the next generation, actually gets to have that at their disposal, and that there's a nice little community aspect, or, like a little thing they can use for escapism or what else have you. But getting into cards, I really think can change people's lives and all that, especially depending on their life outlook and their life situation at a certain age or at certain points in time and all that. But yeah, so I try to support them and all that, but again, I can't really jeopardize my own risk and all that, But nonetheless, I'm going to be going through this last bin here, just kind of searching, trying to see what else I can find. There's some of these stuff that, like this Malik Neighbors acetate, I could have probably grabbed. I don't remember what the sticker was. I think maybe $3. I probably could have grabbed it. Again, I just don't know what really they're going to hit me at price point wise. I think this might be a funny time to share a story about one or two of the people at this card show, or at this card shop, that actually don't even like me. They literally don't talk to me anymore because two different reasons. Like, this dude was, I think I tried to buy stuff from him, and then I was just like, looking at price points and all that, and he was just above comps and all that, and what else have you, or there was like one that was like a PSA 8 or something, something of the sort, where it was like there was a PSA sale that kind of hurt the value of the card, and then he was like super high on it, and then I tried to do something for it, or he was trying to look at his cards and asked him what he would want for it or something like that, and he was just super high, and then he asked me if I had any cards myself. And at that time I did, and it was this like Travis Kelce red jersey number, National Treasures number to 87, as a PSA 9, pop 1 and higher. I graded it myself, and the funniest thing is that he offered me raw value, even with the PSA 8 selling for like double the price point. And I think he didn't even offer me the PSA 8 price point. And that was like, he offered me like $15, and I'm sorry, but, guys, if it's a card and it's thick stock, or if it's like a National Treasures, or like it's a pop 1 none higher, don't offer someone raw comp, especially when it's quite literally like absolutely just disrespectful. So I literally told him, like, no, I'm not doing that. That's just stupid. And that, like, and then he goes, oh, I agree, it's totally stupid. And I was like, does it make any sense for me to sell it to you at raw if a PSA 8 sold for I think it was like even $40? And he said, no, it doesn't make any sense. So then why do you think I would do it? Why do you think the offer even makes any sense to me? And then I go, it's just dumb. I don't understand what you're even like. And he goes, that's just what the market's doing right now. And I literally had a comp in the last 6 months or something that literally proved his point completely and utterly false. I then went and sold that card. I think I had it stickered at like 75 or $70. Someone paid me 80%. So what? That's like, off the top of my head, even at 75, that would be $15 off. That's $60 right there. So yeah, a little disrespectful to offer somebody completely low and like just absolutely disrespectful, especially on somebody. It was literally after he was dating Taylor Swift. I think it was even directly after their second Super Bowl win, something of the sort. It was definitely after their second Super Bowl win in a row, I'm pretty sure. So just felt really like he was just simply trying to capitalize on the market, the market trying to say PSA 9 is raw price when it's just not for all cards. I understand if you're going to be talking about a base, what is it? Even then, actually, the PSA 9s might even sell for higher than that. But like a base Prism rookie of maybe CJ Stroud, even, honestly, the PSA 9s might sell for higher than what the raw does right now. I might even pop it up right here. So just the market isn't always going to be completely and utterly in one single, it's not going to fit under one single category, right? Although I agree with the statement that PSA 9 does equal or is less than 9 value, PSA 9 value for some cards. It's just not simply for all cards. And you should take in PSA 8 comps or pop ones into consideration or none higher into consideration, depending on the card too and all that. But yeah, again, it was Mahomes' rookie year also on the card, and he definitely had interest. He was definitely showing interest. Like, he wasn't trying to, he was just trying to simply get it for next to nothing. And then, so now he just doesn't simply talk to me. I think it's pretty funny. And then the other guy, he bought from me on Whatnot a couple times, and on Whatnot I used the first class mail letter program shipping, and that's the only real reason why I'm even talking to you guys right now or doing any of this card stuff. The Whatnot platform implemented the first class mail letter program, which is plain white envelope with tracking service. It's pretty much like eBay standard envelope, but their own version. And in order for me to actually offer that program and all that, if you order between 2 and 5 cards and it's less than $20 base auction value, so say you spend $18 just on the simple actual win of auction, then I can fit it into a plain white envelope and send it via the first class mail letter program. And I actually take them out of their top loaders, leave them in their penny sleeves, each of their penny sleeves. Then I put them in a card saver, and then I put the graded card sleeve bag around the card saver, so it's all sleeved up and all that. And then I put it in an envelope, a mini envelope, and then I send it off to its respective customer, and it makes its way to them. And he ended up buying some stuff for me. His orders probably always fit that criteria. I think maybe, I don't know, he might have had maybe an upgrade or two, potentially. Maybe even I upgraded him. Sometimes I do have to upgrade the customer shipping and all that, even offering that program, just because of, say if they pick out 4 patch cards. I don't really advertise this or say this ever. If they pick out 4 patch cards or 5 patch cards, I have to upgrade their shipping because I can't fit 5 patch cards in a plain white envelope, no matter how you do it. So I'll have to upgrade their shipping then, and that cost me like, I think it's like $3 and change, like $4 pretty much on average or so. that I allot to that, and that upgrade that happens maybe, depends on the stream, but sometimes it happens like 10 times. Sometimes it only happens once, that I actually have to pay out of pocket for. But I had to upgrade his shipping a couple times just because I knew that he was, I knew him in real life. But nonetheless, I have that out advertised in my show notes on my Whatnot stream, and I try to make it as transparent as possible. I even have PWE in the title, and I have it as an advertisement on my actual show banner and show thumbnail. So the funniest thing is that all of a sudden, his last order that he placed with me, he sends me a message and says, "This is unacceptable the way you shipped it," or just completely, as soon as he got the package in, he just goes off on me, and he says, "You need to make it up to me when I see you next, or else I'm leaving you bad feedback, and I hope and you better next time never send me a package like this again, and it's absolutely ridiculous. It's shown in top loader, it needs to be shipped on top loader," all that. When I literally, especially back then, I would always read the show notes, and I would have all of that information displayed in the show notes. So apparently he never read the show notes, didn't know that, but I just thought it was pretty funny and all that, because he was mad about it the last time, but he bit his tongue, and then the next time he expected me to read his mind and to know that he was upset about the other time I had to send it into the plain white envelope and doing it my shipping method. And then I had to ship it again, and I had no idea he didn't like when I shipped it with that service in mind and how I have to ship those orders out. So he got it the next time. He said, "Oh, yeah, I did this last time," and but what changed in between the last time and this time to finally have you say something when you could have just said something last time and say, "Hey, I know I know you might have, I don't know why you sent this way, or what have you here or there. Just maybe if you can upgrade my shipping or explain why you might have sent it this way." And I would have just told him, read my show notes. This is literally what I have in my show notes, and it's how I have to. And he hasn't talked to me since. He actually blocked me on Whatnot, and he did try to leave negative feedback and all that. Or I don't know if he did or not, but he tried to report me to Whatnot even. I'm pretty sure all that. This is all, I have all the screenshots of messages and all that, but I'm sure he did report me or try to report me and all that. But again, it's all in writing that I tried my best to explain to everybody. Even if someone asks me, I just tell them to read the show notes, and I have to ship it plain white envelope and all that at a certain point. But again, if you want the best customer experience, I think personally I always recommend ordering 6 or more cards. It's just the easiest way to ensure that you're going to get the bubble mailers tracking service on Whatnots and all that, regardless of if you buy 5 or more auctions. You'll get, if I see it's 6 cards, I always upgraded the shipping, because you can't have more than 5 cards in the plain white envelope and have it be insured and all that. So I don't send it that way at all. And I found 5 actually fit pretty well into the card saver and all that. But yeah, I have to do it that way. It's the only actual logistical way to even offer that program. And again, it's the only reason why I'm here. It's also the only reason why I'm able to grab out and do deals for a lot of these cards in the actual quantity and the some stuff that I'm able to buy at certain points. I did go back and grab some of these Bowers too. Little spoiler. But yeah, after the deal I did here, I tried to scavenge and scour for some other cards. I think I maybe grabbed at most 20. That's probably even an exaggeration or an overestimate, extra cards from people. But then I did a deal for pretty much an entire collection someone brought, and I still haven't sold a single one of those cards. And that might be the next video I do potentially. I have some extra footage and all that, just some ones of me trying to do a deal for some Pokemon, trying to do a deal for some cards and all that. They didn't really go absolutely the best, but I might, use them as some B-roll footage, or might just make it as a standalone video or something like that. But nonetheless, I'm just counting them up and seeing what the actual total sticker would be here. And then we'll try to go to the owner and see what all we got. I think I had to recount this a whole bunch, so I might save you guys some time and just cut it till the end here. So, oh yeah, just saying, I did accidentally add up the amount wrong, and that's why I recounted, just to double check, and then I triple checked even. But it came out to 173 here. I recounted it 2 more times, and then I got 171 each time. So I am, that's all I got here. Well, so yeah, that's all I got for now. I appreciate you guys for watching, taking it easy with me. I hope I see you in the next one, and deuces.
What's the goods?
171 sticker. Would you do 130?
No, I do 150.
140? It's 80.
150 probably my best. It's got all these today. Most of these today. I paid pretty sure.
I mean,
Well, he went 0 for 12 at the 3-point line the other day.
They don't need them like that though.
The Timberwolves, yeah, they beat the Lakers that game. It was 0 for 12, 1 for 9, like 2 for 12. It was horrendous. The T-Wolves from the 3-point line, and they still won.
like grab out 10, would you do 140? That's where I wanted to be, was 140. It's over 80%, which is very strong on low end stuff. Oop, I didn't mean to do that one.
Anthony Gold.
Especially because there's like this one at $1, and then I picked out even more at $2, where I feel like we're off. I feel like I picked out like
You want to take these out at 140?
Yeah, that would be where I tap out at. Because these ones are already in it. Yeah, that'd be fine. Cool. Yeah.
Still streaming?
Yeah. Doing YouTube.
YouTube, huh?
Yeah. Getting blocked by this guy over here.
On YouTube? He blocked you?
No, on what? No, he blocked me.
He blocked you on what now? Alright.
Cool, thank you.
I haven't been streaming much.
Yeah, sometimes they grill you.
Yeah, oh dude, my last single, I just know better than doing a slab.